right, boys. Welcome back. It is Sunday afternoon. Double gun. I just finished watching the Redskins game, and they probably the Redskins kind of they shit the bed a little bit, actually, if I'm honest. But everybody, let's talk football for a couple of minutes. Let's just talk football for a minute. Like, everybody's talking as though Jaden Daniels just revolutionized this team. And granted, what Jaden Daniels did last year was freaking amazing, right? Because the year before that, the Redskins they won like 3 or 4 games the entire freaking season. And now, Mike, the music is really loud. Okay, I'll see if I can use that. Okay. I'm using the Streamlabs client, so it's all different. Everything's a little different. But so we're talking football for a second. So you had the Redskins who in 2023. Let's see, Commanders 2023 season. I think they won like a total of like 4 or 5 games in the entire 2023 season. Let me see. How did they? 4-13. They were not a good game. They just weren't. They were not a good team. And then, of course, in that offseason, I was going to say they adopted Jaden Daniels, but they drafted Jaden Daniels over the number 2 overall pick. And wait a minute. So the number 2 overall pick, they draft this guy, Jaden Daniels. And then last year they go from 4-13 to I don't know, their record was like 15-4 or something like that. Let me see. 2024 Commander season. 2024, they were 12-5, right? So that is a huge turnaround in one season. They almost went to the Super Bowl. And then, of course, everybody is like, well, it's because of Jaden Daniels. And to a great extent, they're correct. It was because of Jaden Daniels. And so people just had these illusions about what was going to happen this year for the Washington Commanders, that they're going to be even more amazing this year, right? They're going to be completely amazing this year. And so far they're 2-2. And Jaden Daniels has played 2 games, and then he got injured. And so he's been out for 2 games. The 2 games he played, they won 1 and they lost 1. And the 2 games he didn't play, they won 1 and they lost 1. And it's just like, and everybody's just like, we need Jaden Daniels back. Oh my God, Jaden Daniels needs to come back. I'm sorry, I am not convinced that Jaden Daniels coming back is going to turn the season around or anything. Because the first 2 games that he played this season, he didn't do that great. And it's not to mention also that the guy, he is so skinny. He is literally, he's probably like 6'2", 6'1", or 6'2", and he must weigh like 110 pounds soaking wet. He is so unbelievably skinny, and it's just like, he's going to get hurt. He's going to get hurt, and he's going to be knocked. At some point, he's going to get an injury that just knocks him out of the season. So let's see, Jaden Daniels, let's see how tall he is. Here he is, young guy, 24. He's 6'4". He weighs 210 pounds. I think that's a lie. I do not believe that he weighs 210 pounds. He is so unbelievably skinny. It is ridiculous how, let's see, Jaden Daniels, skinny. And, okay, why all the concern over Jaden Daniels being too slim? This was a year ago. Let's see. No, Jaden Daniels is not typically described as skinny, but rather as having a lean athletic. No, he's not lean. He's skinny. He's let's see. Let's look at some pictures. All right, let's see. He's tall. Don't get me wrong, but look, he's a beanpole. He's a beanpole. And you can look at this and be like, oh yeah, no, he's got tons of muscle. And it's like, no, he doesn't. I'm sure don't get me wrong, very athletic. He's extremely athletic. But as far as NFL players go, he's a skinny beanpole. So I just feel like I mean, look at this. Look how skinny this guy is. He's so skinny. I just have this fear that he's just going to, he's going to take one bad hit and it's going to be the end of either his career or the season. Like, I don't want that to happen, but I just fear like it's going to happen. And honestly, the way that he played the first 2 games of this season, I think I will be surprised if the Commanders win more than 10 games this season. That's it. I'm saying it, and I've been a Redskins fan my entire life. I am not shitting on the team, but I will be surprised if they win 10 games the entire season. Let me just respond to this off screen over here. All right, so let me see. Oh, cutie pie. Okay. All right. So, Not Sure says, happy Saturday, Mike. Okay. Well, today is Sunday. And then Not Sure corrected himself. And Matthew is waving hello. Hello there. I'm going to turn the alarm. I'm going to turn the notifications back on. So if you guys could send a message, I think I started the stream with very low latency. And I wanted to do that to see if, because, I wanted to see how low the latency was, actually. All right, so let me, wait a minute. Why? Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so I don't even hear the ding. And Arturo Gutierrez is in the house, and he says hello. Hola, Arturo Gutierrez, ¿cómo está? Espero que tu día está muy bueno. Muy bueno. Y espero que no tienes que trabajar mañana porque es muy, muy simpático cuando no necesitas trabajar el próximo día. Yes, a lot quicker, Matthew says. Not Sure says, YouTube is worse for live stream latency. Kick and Twitch are much better. We are not going to deal with Kick and Twitch. Maybe we will. Actually, how much is this Streamlab? Oh, isn't it like $20-some a month for Streamlab? No, I'm not paying that. Arturo Guiterres says, good Spanish. Gracias, mi amigo. ¿De dónde eres? Okay. All right. So I'm going to copy the stream link. I'm going to send this around to a few people. Let me see. All right, let me see. All right, so I'm just going to send the link out to a few people. Wait, what? So I copy the link from here. I copy the link from Streamlabs on here, and then it says gaming.youtube.com. Like, why? What? That's weird. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, Arturo says that he is from Peru. Peru. Mi padre nació en Bolivia. Es muy cerca, Peru. I've been to Peru once. I really don't have any desire to explore Peru very much. Wait, I'm sending the link out to a few people. The one time I went to Peru is I was in La Paz, and my father and my uncle, they took me to this town. It's this town called Copacabana, it's in the Altiplano, and it's about a 2-hour drive outside of La Paz. I'm sure I've talked about it on here before, but it's like this. So there's a Lake Titicaca, which you probably know because all the kids, whenever you hear the name Lake Titicaca, all the kids laugh and giggle at them to themselves, like Titicaca. But Lake Titicaca, so Bolivia, even though it is a landlocked country, it is very, it's known for having a navy. They're very proud of their navy. But their navy actually patrols in Lake Titicaca. And so the first time I ever went to Copacabana, we went there and we were going for lunch. And then my uncle, he drove, I'm guessing it's somewhere around here. We drove to the border, and then he parked right out. He parked on the Bolivian side of the border, and then he was like, "All right, well, come on." And I'm like, "What?" And like he and my dad proceed to just walk towards the border of Peru, and I'm like sitting there like, I don't have my passport. Like I have no ID on. Like I don't have my passport. I didn't even have a driver's license on me. And my uncle's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And we just walked right over the border. Walked over the border into Peru, had lunch, and then walked right back. So, but apparently, borders, but all the countries in Mercosur, they're kind of like, you can kind of think of Mercosur kind of like a Schengen zone area. It's not as lax as Schengen zone because you will still have to show passports and stuff, but it is very lax. So, like if you fly to another country, you'll have to show passports, which you won't do in the Schengen zone. But apparently, land travel, there's no border checks really. I think that some countries did start border checks around COVID, like when COVID was a thing, and they have kept it since. But I'm not. But I hear mixed stories about that. Not sure says, I'm tempted to buy you a cholo hat. And you'd better wear it on every stream. That's the deal. You want to buy me a cholo hat? Yeah. That's the, is that the name of the hat that I was trying to remember? No, there's a different name. It might have been gorro. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. It's that thing. Don't buy me one. Don't buy me one because I'm not going to wear it. Arturo Gutierrez says, yes, it's true. It's nice you have been here at least for a few hours. Cholo, yes. So, Arturo, are you in Lima? Are you in Lima, Peru? Or are you in Machu Picchu? Those are the only. Those are the only two cities I think I know the name of: Lima, Machu Picchu, and Guayaquil. Or is that in Ecuador? Guayaquil. Oh yes, I'm in Lima. No, but in Peru they also have the highest town or the highest. How to word this? Basically the highest town in the world, and I don't mean like smoking the ganja, but the most elevated town in the world, which is I forget the name of it, but it's higher than El Alto in La Paz. But oh my God, what is it? What is the name? Oh, Guayaquil is in Ecuador. Okay, I thought so. Highest town in Peru, not Peru. La Rinconada, yes. And apparently the only way you can get here is on foot, but I don't think that's entirely true. And then I know that a lot of, like, there was a YouTuber that went there, and like he, of course, but like he titled his, this is how like I need to do with my travel channel. But you can check out Addy Goes Places for all my travels. But like this guy, he basically clickbait titled his video for when he went to La Rinconada. He basically was like, I went to the highest city in the world. Will they kill me? And it's like, okay, yeah, that's total clickbait. But in actuality, it's actually not known to be the safest of places. From what I have heard, from what I've heard through the grapevine. But no, I would like to explore parts of Peru, but I would probably just want to explore more of the Altiplano, because Peru, it's like Bolivia, except Peru has beaches. But other than that, it's like Bolivia in the sense that it has the very high plains where it's nice and chilly and cold, and like in La Paz, where I like to go in Bolivia. So it has that part, but then it also has the very low-lying part, which is basically like just filled with bugs and humidity, and I want no part of that. As a matter of fact, it is still fucking 80 some degrees here. We are almost in October, and like we had like 4 or 5 days where it felt like fall, and it has been nothing but fucking heat and humidity for like the past 3 weeks, and I'm fucking sick of it. And it's supposed to end by, I think, Wednesday or Thursday of this week. But then it's just going to get hot again after that. Like, look at this. Okay, so then we go down to like a high of like 71 degrees. And for Matthew and for Arturo, I think that's probably like negative 6,000 in centigrade or Celsius. I don't know. But by Wednesday or Thursday, you can see it's going to cool down. But then by the week after, like a few days after that, it's back into the 80s. And you see the green, this green line down here, that is the dew point. And as the dew point goes up, that means the humidity goes up. So you're back with a humidity, you're back with a dew point back in the 60s. And if you don't know, let's see, the dew point chart. I start getting to the 60s, it's like muggy. Okay, so according to this one, yeah, like so by 60 it's noticeable but okay for most people. Not for this people. It's not okay for this people. I mean, but like right now, it's not as humid today as it has been, but it's just been, I'm sick of this weather. Like I'm done. Like this, like I went to Africa for most of the summer to get away from this shit, and I come back thinking like, okay, well maybe I have to put up with it for maybe another week or two. It's fucking October. Like, give me a break already. All right, so let's get focused. Matthew's not here to listen to me talk about humidity. He's here to kick ass and make a video game, and he's all out of ass or something like that. Okay, let me do this. Let's close this. Let's close everything. Do I have any? I might have some naughty boy tabs on here. Let me look at this off screen. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's not bad, but I'm going to close it anyway. I think that's good. This is good. Okay, I don't have any naughty boy tabs open. I thought maybe I did, but they are all gone. All right, let's see what we have. So I started adding. So remember how I said that I was going to give myself the weekend. I was going to allow myself the weekend to basically work on like the terrain or basically non-programming tasks. So it's Sunday and we still have today. We can still work on terrain and non-programming tasks. Tomorrow night we will be back to programming, and that's fine. But I've been enjoying quite a lot, kind of stepping away from the programming. All right, so let's come over here. So I just started fooling. I was trying to make like a little neighborhood. I started adding more build. Let me show you the build. Let me show you what I did. So first of all, I disabled the fog and the moon and the sun, or the darkness, because I couldn't see anything, which is fine for gameplay, but it's not great for like level design. All right, so this is going to take a second. Anybody do anything fun this weekend? Arturo, what did you do? ¿Qué hiciste esta semana? Este fin de? ¿Qué hiciste este fin de? ¿Saliste? ¿Tú tienes una novia? ¿O una esposa? ¿O una, no sé. All right, come on. I'm going to why is it still dark? Okay, now I'm confused. I would really like a single switch. Maybe I have to figure that out. I would really like a single switch where like it's normal daylight and then it's without fog so I can see, and then it's not. Matthew says, adding a bit of modding support for my game in the form of custom character names and avatars, and then sleep. Well, you do have to work tomorrow. Arturo says, no, I don't have a girlfriend. I was giving some Spanish lessons actually yesterday and cooking. Look at you teaching the gringos Spanish. All right, let's see. I was doing for a while. I remember when I stopped going to Bolivia as regularly as I was going to Bolivia, I was using Preply. And no, this is not a sponsorship. But I was using Preply, and I met this guy. I basically, Preply is like a language learning site, and what you can do is you can go and then you can say, you get basically like an hour lesson or whatever you want to call it. But there was this guy in Chile. Basically, like I didn't necessarily want, or I won't say that I didn't need, but I didn't really want grammar lessons in Spanish. I basically, when I stopped going to Bolivia as much, I basically just wanted somebody with whom to keep talking in Spanish so that I wouldn't forget it. And so I met this really cool guy in Chile, but I haven't actually been on Preply in a long time. Matthew says, so there's a switch in the editor that will disable all VFX so you can edit but still have fog, etc. on during gameplay. Yes, I worked at Preply, Arturo says. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so let me see. We got to come down here, and then we'll go to rendering. We'll go to lighting. Let me bring this over. Environment. So... Well, first of all, okay, I turned fog off here. First of all, I found a bug in Matthew's in this day. So Matthew was kind enough to do this day-night script. He was kind enough to add this day-night script to my game, and he had a setting in there, which, and yes, I'm going to badmouth Matthew a little bit. He had this setting in there that I probably would have rejected on a code review. Like if it was my job to review his PR, I probably would have been like, yeah. So it's a day-night cycle, and it was very confusing because it was how the set. What was the name of the setting? It was real seconds per game minute, and so to me. Normally when I'm doing, like, I would think like most people, yeah, no, this is definitely trashing Matthew minute. I'm sorry, Matthew. I'm going to trash it for a minute. But like when I'm doing a day-night cycle in a game or like the way I'm going to want to measure that day, I'm going to want to specify how long the cycle is, right? Like, to me, it doesn't necessarily matter how long a minute is. I want to specify how long the actual day is. And so you had to do math. And that's why I changed Matthew's setting. Because I am awesome. No, I'm kidding. So I changed the date. I did instead, I said day length in seconds. But there is a slight bug. So I like that you have this starting hour. And so here's what I did. Well, wait a minute. Starting hour, let's say starting hour at 10. No, let's say starting hour is at 1300. Sunrise, I have it set to 10 o'clock. I have sunset set to 1600. So it should be daylight when the game starts, but it's dark for some reason. So I need to, I was trying to figure that out, but there's a lot going on there. Matthew says, yeah, I wrote it like 2 or 3 years ago. Feel free to roast. Nah, no, I'm just giving you a hard time. But I do find, it doesn't, oh, wait. Oh, okay. I was going to say it's working, but I think that's only working because I have some shit turned off right now. Yeah, well, I have the script itself turned off, actually. Okay, so I can go, I wanted to look at, wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, okay, wait a minute. I'm like sitting, wait a minute, because I checked that shit. Because I was watching football and I was just kind of messing around with the environment and oh, it's right there. Okay. I may not have wanted to do that reset, but it is what it is. All right. Come on. Oh, you know what? I wasn't looking the right way. I think the last time I ran this, I literally hadn't turned the camera the way I want. So I added this little, like, these. So I basically was bringing more buildings into the environment. And then I was trying to see if the scale of these worked, and I think it does. The lights and fog add a lot. They do. And actually, like, this isn't even as dark as it is supposed to be. Let me show you, not sure, how dark it is. Let me, it's a little too dark, actually. Let me, But let me see if I can get back the settings that actually show you that. So I got to turn it on here, and then I got to go into post-processing, easy, and then I got to go over here, and then I got to turn, oh, volumetric fog is on there. Okay, there's something I'm forgetting. There's definitely something I'm forgetting. There's something I'm forgetting for sure. I'm just not sure. Okay. Oh, okay. No, there we go. That's... So there is also the possibility that Matthew's day-night controller works just fine, but maybe the fog makes... No. No, I don't think so. But maybe. Okay. Oh, I didn't turn the right way. Okay. So the sun's going to be right. See, what I need to do is probably just have a little debug up in the top that tells you like what time it is according to the game. Environment lighting fog. Oh, I need to turn it on here. No, it doesn't set time to what you want. I think I shrugged it off initially because I wanted my game starting at dawn. Ah. Okay. So I added it. Oh, I just walked into that building without realizing it. I added an office building asset, which completely does not fit in. I don't know what happened. Oh, okay. There is a little light up there. But this is actually not as dark. Okay, wait a minute. Let's increase the day. Okay, so 1800 is what? How many seconds? Is that 3 minutes? No. 30 minutes. That's 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes. Yes. So I want this. Let's have this start. I want the game to start at. I want it to start at sunset. But maybe it doesn't start at sunset. Maybe, like Matthew said, it just always starts at dawn. Let's try 1700, or 17, which I know is past sunset. And Arturo, if you haven't already, and actually, if all you guys could please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please give the video a like because that will help with the algorithm. That will help it get recommended to other people. I would appreciate it. And actually, I would also appreciate to know how much Streamlabs. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, you know how I do it. You know I constantly get distracted on here. Let me see. Multi-streaming, upgrade to Ultra. Oh, this is my Naughty Boy browser. I don't want to do this in my Naughty Boy browser. I only do this in my Good Boy browser. Let me see. Easy. All right, let's see. $27 a month. That's a lot of money. Jeez Louise. Matthew says, no, it doesn't set to... Okay, I already read that. Not Sure says the stream has fantastic latency. Normally, it starts to drift away from real time. Okay, wait. I'm going to watch your window. Just type something. I'm going to say it as soon as I see it. Okay? Ready? Go. I knew I'd get him onto Streamlabs. I'm not sure, Matthew says. Go. Now. I'm still... Go. Now. So how's the latency? Is it good? I switched it to, like, ultra low. Go. Now. I switched it to... I think the setting is actually called ultra low latency, and that's what I set it to. So, go. Now. Go. Now. See, type something to now we're stuck on the go and now. Go! Yeah, you got to type something. Go! Now! Go! You got to type something new. Go! Apple. Boom. How fast was that Apple? I mean, $27, that's a lot of money. And also, I don't know, Orange, I don't know if this would allow me to do, mobile, pro mobile overlays and disconnect protection. So it would allow me to do mobile streaming. I don't know, man. Like, once the channel gets monetized, then I'll do it. Unless you guys want to donate $27. If you want to donate $27, then I'll do it. But I know you guys, you have no incentive to. So I mean, like, what does it matter to you if I'm streaming on other platforms? I thought I was supposed to type what you said. Like, oh, no, I was telling you to type something new, and then I'm going to donate to Cholo. No, I would rather have the money for the Cholo. There's no donate button anyway. There's not, because the channel's not monetized, but I can give you my... I should put like a Venmo or you can use Streamlabs tips. That sounds dumb. I don't want to. I don't want to use. No. Because then, wait, how do I get back to? Okay, no, because then Streamlabs is going to take a cut. No, I don't want that. No. Just I'll post my Venmo. I just realized that in the chat window, I have no way to type anything, because in YouTube, I guess I didn't in OBS either, but I wouldn't use OBS for chat. I do not like. I wish it was more of a static window, the chat, right? Like here. Do you know what I mean? Let's see if we can figure that out together. So the chat box is here, and then I have the settings. Always show messages. Oh, that's probably the button I want right there. Just send your bank details. I mean, I could do that. Okay, I'm trying to see if the overlay over here is it okay? But it's not showing. Okay, let me look at this again. Okay, let's see. Let's go back over here. Always show chat delay. I don't want to chat. Disable message animations. No, I want the message animations. I don't know what that's going to do, but I want them. Okay, that's good. Show platform icons. No, because I'm not doing multi-platform. Show moderator badges. Show subscriber. Okay, top coins. Okay, enable. Okay. Text color. Font size. Muted chatters. How do I add? Okay, not sure. No. I would never mute not sure. Okay, so now I think the chat works the way I want it to. So let me just lock it. Chat box. Lock. Oh, it is locked. Oh, that's weird. Okay. All right. So now you can play around with the latency to see how long it takes when you type a chat message to pop up in the chat window. Okay. Alrighty. So, I mean, I would kind of like to do multi-streaming. Okay. Let's see. At $27 a month is... I mean, I could just share. Okay. Just donate $189 and I'll pay for it for a year. Okay. Or, that's only 90, 190 divided by 2. Why can I not do math? Oh my God, I cannot do math. Anyway, it's like $100 a year. It's less than that, $95. That's it. Finally. Okay, it took me a minute. $95, just $95 a year just $95 a year could allow your streamer to multi-stream. I think the Cholo will increase your donations. I don't know about that. I should start putting like PayPal and Venmo in the. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that now. Like putting my PayPal and my Venmo in the link, so that you guys can use it. So let me see what I know I have a PayPal. It's like paypal.me/ is it Zethon? No, not if I spelled Zethon correctly, but I don't think it is Zethon. Oh, it is. Okay. So let's see. So I come over here. Okay, I gotta go to live. No, wait. Can I just do it here? Let's see. Let's look at this. Okay, easy. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. Donate. Donate to me. Okay. PayPal. What's happening? Oh my God, something keeps stealing focus and I don't know what it is. And like every 10 minutes or so, something is stealing focus and it's driving me fucking batshit crazy. All right, Venmo. What is my Venmo? Let me see. Not Sure's new job can pay for. Yeah, I know. Not Sure has that new job making all that Not Sure money. Like, yeah. Do you have 2 mics attached to your PC? I do not. No. Now, that doesn't mean there might be some... Why? Are you hearing like an echo or something? Anything odd in the Task Manager? There's nothing odd in Task Manager. I even downloaded a program that will track what takes focus, and it... I swear, it looks like... It looks as though it is WhatsApp stealing focus. But I only have WhatsApp running in a browser, so it doesn't make any sense to me. No, if you have second input device, it can move your mouse. No, nothing's moving my mouse. It's just that I'll be typing in a text box, and then suddenly the cursor will not be in the text box anymore. It is highly annoying. All right, I'm trying to get into Venmo so I can find my Venmo link. All right, it's got to send me an OTP. OTP, yeah, you know me. Who's down with OTP? Yeah, you know me. How good is your IT security? Amazing. Okay, let me see. Doesn't Venmo have like a link to send people money? Okay. Okay, how can I get my Venmo link? Oh, come on. I'm not doing this on screen. I'm not gonna. I know this is. Can I just do this? Is it just Venmo.com/ your username? Let me see. Copy that. Let's see if that does it. Let me try it over here. Let me see if I get a. Oh no, that is it. Cool. Okay. All right. So now you guys have two means with which to send me money. So you have no excuse not to send me money. None. Zero excuse. I don't even want to hear about it. Okay? I don't want to hear any excuses, especially now that Not Sure has that nice new job with that nice new fat paycheck. I don't want to hear about it. Okay. All right. So let's get back to this. Back to what was I trying to do? I don't know. Let's try to get the darkness back. Okay, so we had that fog there. Okay, so that's the no. And then on the post-processing, we had the volumetric fog, which is on actually. Why is it so bright out? Is it because I have? Well, let's see. It might not be that bright when I actually run the game. Let's see. Let's look at it. The office building asset that I downloaded is pretty good. Oh my God, this is taking a long time. And then I had a bunch of other assets. Oh, I guess I closed it. I wonder if I can, let me see. I'm going to load up OBS because I'm wondering if I can if I can just use OBS to do the mobile stream while I'm using Streamlabs. I have a feeling I cannot because I feel like two processes can't share the video, but maybe. Yeah, it looks like. Well, you know what I could do? I do have two cameras. I could have the second camera. No, that's just getting a little too fancy. That's getting a little too much. Wait a minute, though. Does Streamlabs have a virtual camera? Let's look. Virtual. No. Video. Base. No, I don't see any output. What about output? Output mode. I don't see anything here. Surely there is a virtual camera setting. Not sure says I actually prefer CLI somehow. It's easier. CLI for what? The CLI, the command line interface for what? I assume that you mean command line interface, but what are we talking about here? Like sometimes I prefer it as well too, but it depends. It depends on what we're talking about. All right, let me see. We got that. Let's see. I know there's I remember seeing a virtual camera setting in here somewhere. Scroll up one line. I'm just spending this stream relearning Git. Oh. Yeah, I generally prefer the command line too, except for certain things. Virtual webcam settings near bottom. Log out. Settings. Get help. Dashboard. Get ultra. What's dashboard? Oh, that loads up a web page. I think Arturo left. In settings. Okay. All right. Okay. Get ultra. Okay. Free. Game over. Virtual webcam. There we go. Out type. Okay. Output type would be the scene. Output scene. I don't know what that is per se. Okay, so start virtual camera. Virtual camera is running. All right. Okay. Okay, so virtual camera is running. So that means over here, I should have a new option. Oh, well, maybe I need to restart OBS. That's fair. Let's restart OBS. No. I don't quite understand like what the output. Okay, let's read the instructions, Addy. Let's read the instructions. Arturo says, "No, I am here." Ah, bueno. Bueno, estoy feliz que estás aquí porque cuando yo estoy el único, ¿cómo se dice? Cuando yo estoy el único latino en la habitación, estoy muy incómodo con estos gringos, muy estúpido y guácala. Okay, I was telling Arturo in Spanish how much I appreciate the company of you two guys, of you, Matthew, and of you, not sure. Okay, virtual webcam allows you to display your scenes from Streamlabs Desktop in video conferencing software. Streamlabs Desktop will appear as a webcam that can be selected in most video conferencing apps. Oh, okay, wait, let's go through this. Okay. Stop virtual webcam, start virtual webcam. Okay, all right, easy. Okay. Not sure says, I started doing research on distributed Discord. I2P looks... Oh, no. Well, first of all, what is I2P? No, I was thinking with the... Well, first of all, it's not distributed Discord. It's you could kind of call it federated, I guess. But I would probably use... I would probably use like some type of hole punching, right? Like UDP hole punching. There, you can do TC. Well, yeah, actually, I mean TCP hole punching. Like I love the whole. For some reason, I really like shit like that. I like these little tricks. So I would probably use UDP or TCP hole punching, and that's how clients would talk to each other directly. Okay, what is I2P? I don't even know what I2P is. What is I2P? I2P. Invisible Internet Protocol is a fully encrypted, decentralized network layer designed, and I already don't like it. Okay, let me see. Come over here. Okay, maybe if I just add a new one. Okay, what about, we want to do a webcam. All right. Video, no. Okay, wait. Let's just do this. Let's come over here. Okay, device. See, I don't know why webcam doesn't show up, but let's try to stay focused, okay? Addie, okay? Can we stay focused for a minute? Okay. So I was just trying to I think the fog, it does help a lot. Like I love that. I'm thinking what we might do this week when it comes to programming, and I think we could probably do it in a night, which means it'll probably take us like 2 weeks, is just kind of have these things going back and forth like that. And then we have it, and then I added a little lantern in here, and then I added lanterns in here so that it's not completely dark. And then the other thing we need to do is for some of these other buildings, like this one. This pissed me off about this building asset. So, the doors, there are doors. I just have them disabled for now. There are doors, right? And so we would have to add, like we did to the other doors, add some interaction so that you can press E or whatever it is and the doors open and close. But what I was doing, so it took me like a freaking half hour to realize what was happening. So there was I'm just going to show you. Instead of trying to explain it to you, I want to make a good impression for Arturo, so I'm just going to show you. Okay, wait. Let me see. Come over here. Easy. And then I got to come over here. Okay. And then, here. Okay, we got it. What is this? This is terrible music. Okay. This. Okay. That. Okay, I think that'll do it. Here's an I2P game site. What is it with you and I swear, not sure. You drive me nuts. I love you, but you drive me nuts. All right. Wait a minute. Okay, so here I'm going to show you what pissed me off about this. Okay, it comes over here, and then. Oh shit, motherfucker, get in here. All right. So I was like, I had to disable these doors, and then, wait, why can't I? Okay. And then I thought, okay, well maybe I'm like too tall. And then so I kept increasing the scale of the building, trying to figure out. I'm like, no, like why can't I walk through there? Like what's going on? You know what it was? This motherfucker who made this model added a motherfucking glass door, and I didn't know it was I didn't know there was a glass door there. And it took me for fucking ever to realize that there was a glass door blocking my way. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. Oh, I was so pissed off. But this is actually a pretty decent model, like in terms of the building, right? Like it's got like all the floors and like there's lots of little assets in there in the building. Which of course I can't. Like, you got these chairs, these tables, the couches, everything's like modularized. So, we can like, if you want to put a couch in one of those desert houses, we can. So anyway, wow, you like Grupa Kino? I teach Russians. I'm playing Russian doomer music. I'm not sure if that's who this is. I assume you're talking about the music. I just like to play Russian doomer music on the stream. It seems to, I don't know. And Not Sure likes it, and I try to keep him happy because if he gets cranky, then like everybody suffers. Okay, so we come down here. Okay, and at some point we need to add like physics to like if you jump, you die. The other thing I wanted to do really quick. Let me see. If I come over here, day-night cycle with my new setting that I can actually understand. I'm not like a uber genius like Matthew and like can sit there and be like, and then like do the reciprocal of the denominator and take the derivative of like of the natural logarithm. Like, no, I don't need to. No. Maybe Matthew can do that in his head without thinking, but me, Not Sure says, wait, this is our game? Yes, this is our game. What did you think it was? Actually, that's pretty funny. Like that kind of this looks like our game too. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let me see. All right. So So I increased the day-night cycle, or decreased it, so a new day is every 15 seconds. Okay, so that works perfect. Also, Matthew, in the little video that you made for me where you were showing me the day-night cycle, you mentioned stars. I don't see stars. Like, I haven't seen... they were there for a second. As soon as I say that, literally. The fucking second I say I don't see stars, what do? I see stars. But wait, let me come... Okay, wait. If it goes dark... Okay... There, the star, but the stars disappear as it gets darker. Oh, wait. Oh, they're kind of there. Oh, I wonder if it's because of the fog. Maybe I can't see them through the fog. Maybe that's the issue. Okay. So yes, new assets, not sure. Yes. This building's a new asset. I added I started working, like, while I was watching the Redskins lose. I started, what was that? Like, literally, what was that? Like, what was that? Did you guys see that? I didn't just imagine that. Okay, anyway. All right, but we can kind of go back. I would really like to kind of figure out, and maybe that's another. Okay, I'm gonna start writing this shit down. All these million things I need to do this coming week. Okay, when it comes to programming, I'm taking notes. Okay, so what did we have? So the thing I was getting ready to mention is fix Matthew's start time bug. Actually, I'm kind of playing 4D chess while I'm writing that down because I'm saying fix Matthew's start time bug with the thought that, like, me saying it, he's going to go and he's going to run off and fix it in like 20 minutes and then I won't have to do it. So it's like some 4D chess there. I'm just saying it, thinking, and just putting the idea in Matthew's head. Okay. Let me see. Interactable doors. And then rotating spotlights. All right. Not sure. It says, Addy, can you merge to master soon? Last commit I see is on 9/23. I mean, that was like a couple days ago. Matthew says, thanks, Addy. I've been waiting for someone to fix that bug for me for years. Oh. Matthew, do you work off of master or a branch? And then not sure says that. And then for this one, we worked off of terrain. Yeah, so not sure. Well, what is it you want? What is it you want to work on? Like, because you may be able to work off a master, or maybe not. But it depends on what you want to do. So give me an idea of what it is you want to work on, and then we can figure out like what branch it would make sense for you to work off of. Matthew says, tune in for Terrain 8 next week. Probably. Okay. What is this? I'm going to break everything. I want to add humanoids. I think you could... I would do it off master. Do it off master, and then we'll figure it out. Because worst case scenario... Yeah, do it off master. Yeah, do it off master. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm going to break everything, Not Sure says. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Then we'll have to fix everything. All right. What do we have going on here? Okay. Yeah, yep. I wanted to look at some other building assets. I just kind of want to just like a mix mash of buildings because when it's very foggy out, it'll look perfect. Unity asset store. And Arturo, if you're still here, be sure to click and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh wait, I have this little notification thing here. Can I delete this? No, I don't want to copy. I want to delete. What's this? Pop out event filtering options. Donations, merch. Okay. Oh, I don't want that one to show. Bits, raids, subscribers, members. So supposedly it tells me everything. That's interesting. I have subscribed already a few days ago. Oh, good to know. Not sure says that's the last thing I worked on. Oh, the buildings stop bullets now, right? I believe so, yeah. No. Yes, they do. We should have a prototyping scene, which is okay to mess up. Then we can import prefabs we make in there into the game. Okay, that's actually a good idea. Okay. So, what was I talking about? When I was making this little area over here, I started thinking about townships in Cape Town. I started like South African townships, and I was like, oh, that's what this game needs. It needs townships. Well, I would like the world that this is set in. Like there's probably a fair amount of poverty in the world because everybody in the world is struggling. So, okay, like this is perfect. Like abandoned building, okay, old building, urban building, okay. But you got to be careful with some of these assets because a lot of them don't have like it's just exterior, right? So let's check out the interior. Oh, wait a minute. Don't you get tricky on me. Okay, this is a nice asset. This is nice. Okay, I like it. This looks like one of those nondescript buildings that you would. Okay, this looks like some kind of factory. Like maybe they make candy in there. Okay, or some office building. Maybe like the type of place where you would find like an Asian massage parlor. I mean, so I've been told. I don't think there's an inside to this. Yeah, I don't think there's any interior, unfortunately. I like the way it looks on the outside, but I don't think there is an interior. This just says exterior. I don't think it has any interior. We should add out Gaussian splats. What? Are you a PM? Not sure. Are you a PM? I have a feeling you're a PM. I get the strong impression that you are a PM because PMs they learn new terms and they learn about a new thing, and then suddenly once they learn about that thing, that's what we got to do. We have to add that. You're a PM. I knew it. You were a PM. Okay, what's this? Now, an Arabic neoclassical tall residential complex building. There's no way that has an interior. Because and if it did, I would be impressed. But I have a feeling that there's no way it does. It's a nice looking building. It's kind of like run down, a little like the kind of building you might find in Gaza or something. I kind of like it. I like it. I don't hate it. Okay, but there's no interior. So, okay. What is it? Is it NVIDIA that's creating that like Earth 2 or it's called something like that, like Earth 2 or something, right? Where basically they're trying to do a model of the Earth, like a VR version of the Earth. I think it was NVIDIA. Not sure says, I've done PM work. I hated it. I didn't actually contribute anything to the team. I mean, yeah, that sounds like a PM. Matthew, mega scam. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Okay, let's see. Okay, old building, New York City. Okay, this is small. This could potentially have an interior. No. Earth 2, NVIDIA backed out, I'm sure. Just another crypto scam project, basically. Really? Because I've told you about my dream game, right? Like, my dream game is basically, like, imagine Google Earth hooked up to the GTA game engine. Like, I want to be able to beat up hookers in every country in the world in a game. Like, that's it. That's it. Okay. Let me see. Okay, that's two. Okay, Russian building, low pi, build object remover, stylized building 17. Okay, medieval village building kit. Okay, this I don't like that it says building kit. Okay, I'm ignoring Not Sure's comment because he on this Gaussian splat. Okay, I'm not actually. I'm going to look at this. Okay, what are we doing with this? Like, okay, all right. Okay. I mean, is it just like like when you said Gaussian splat, I thought like, you know, you throw a tomato up against a wall and it splats, and that's what you were talking about. This is just like some rendering engine. All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to use this. We're definitely going to use this. I can't find a fucking building that I like, and you want to use Gaussian splats. Like, what the hell? Okay. Use mouse buttons to move around. Reveal how it really works. I mean, it's very impressive. I don't know how it's relevant to us. I mean, that looks more like our game. That looks more like our game. Okay, WASD stopped working. Okay, there we go. Use mouse. Okay, we can scan the world and put. Oh my god, you are a PM. You need to go back to PM work. Sorry, I'm giving Not Sure a hard time. He's gonna leave and never come back. All right, moving on. I'm gonna have to run downstairs and make myself a sandwich real quick in a minute. Free industrial building. I had my wife today. Like, she knew today was football day. Like, she's not really into football, but she'll sit and like watch the game with me. Although it's really just her sitting on the couch with me, and like while she's like watching like her. This woman, she's really into historical dramas. Okay, but there is an endless supply of Chinese historical dramas dubbed in Thai. It is amazing how many historical dramas there are that China produces and that have been dubbed into Thai, and it's just and some of them are very like weird because it's like it takes place in like, you know, China 2,000 years ago, but then they time travel to the modern day, and then suddenly they're in heaven, and now suddenly they go back to the modern day, but then they go back to ancient China, and then they go to hell. It's bizarre. Like, they have time travel in Chinese people. It's crazy. I don't get it. But that's usually what I mean. I forgot how I was talking. I was talking about my wife sitting on the couch watching her. I always say her Chinese shows, and there was this guy that I called him Arrowhead because he wore this hat where there was like something going in, and then it was obviously over his head and out the other, and it looked like he had an arrow going through his head. So I would always call him Arrowhead. All right. Ugh, sweaty. There's not a lot of buildings. Okay, desert modular building. That means I have to do work. I don't want to have to do work. I'm lazy. I mean, meanwhile, Meanwhile, Not Sure is over there talking about doing like motion capturing and like, like acting like we're like we have a fight, like we have the budget of Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, let's just scan the world and put it in a video game. I mean, it does sound kind of cool. But... All right, let's see. USA building with terrace. There's no way. This is just, obviously, it's just the outside. Not Sure says, I want to wear the suit with the motion tracking dots. You just want to be in leotards. Just admit it. You just want to be in tights. You just want a reason for us to videotape you while you're wearing tights. I'm on to you. I see what you're doing. I see you. Flooded grounds. What is this? What is this? I still don't know what this is. Flooded grounds is a gloomy, foggy environment depicting a flooded rural area in a post-apocalyptic horror style. Okay, you've got my attention. Comes as one large map together with props, buildings, and vegetation used to build it. Well, now I have to add this. Just I got to see this now. I have to see it. I did used to be a cyclist, Not Sure says. No, you've sent a YouTube link. I refuse to click it. Because I know it's going to be like, it's so simple to do Gaussian splats. Here's what you have to do. First, buy a $10,000 camera. It's so easy. Second, get a team of 15 people. Third, rent a dolly or a crane. I know that's what it is. Okay, I'm doing it anyway. Okay, I'm gonna click it. Let me load up the browser. Okay, I'm going to do it.
Peggy 18.
I knew it. How dare you?
Second one.
Yep. I mean, we could do this, right? Like, we could do this. I mean, right? Right? We could do it. All right, let me see. I'm going to keep looking for buildings. Matthew, let's get our character animation team on this right now. I know, Not Sure's over there like, oh, it's so easy. First, just invest $30 million. That's the first step. And that's the easy part. It only gets easier after that. Okay, I think it sounded like I have multiple audios playing. Okay. Apartment kit. Apparently I already downloaded that. A furnished cabin. Okay, you got my attention. Okay. I like it. Cabin-style home interior has been fitted with furniture. Some furniture interacts by sliding drawers and open doors. Building Oh, I like it. All right, we're downloading it. Just remember, you must use whatever I give you. I mean, if you talk about money, then yeah, I'll definitely use it. No, it's going to be the Cholo. What's that? There's an old song. It's like Dance with the Cholo, or wait. No. It's like a club song from like the early 2000s. Now I gotta remember it. It's oh, come on. Rock can find it probably. It's like Move Like a Cholo. Okay. There's a rap a sort of rap song from the early 2000s titled something like "Move Like a Cholo" or "In the Club Like a Cholo" or something. I got to know what this song is now. AI is never going to remember it, or never going to be able to find it. Ooh, like a cholo. Oh my God, it's going to bug me. It's really going to bug me now. I think I have it actually. If I go to music.youtube.com. I think it's Cholo. CHOLO. No. Wait a minute. Let me bring this over here. It's in my uploaded music. How do I? Okay. Lean Like a Cholo. Oh my God. Yeah. I think this is it. I'm pretty sure this is it. Wow. AI got it. Man, AI is amazing. AI can do anything. I bet AI could just do Gaussian splat like that. Like no problem. I'm starting to think Not Sure might be an AI. Okay, let's see. Lean Like a Cholo. Is this it? This is it.
All up in the club, 10 deep, looking for some highness. We on the creep. I need a bad one, a real freak. Find 'em on the dance floor.
Not Sure says, I made an I2P chat room over the weekend. All right. Matthew says his PP is Johnny 5. Not Sure's PP is Johnny 5. Yes.
I don't do a whole lot, just enough. Lean side to side, keep my elbows up like this and like that.
Okay, that's probably going to get me copyright. All right, boys, I am going to run downstairs and make a sandwich. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Give me 5-10 minutes. Oh, well, let me see. You know what? While I'm away, why don't we listen? Why don't I play a video from? Actually, I really need to listen to the latest video that my editor sent me. But let's look at a older. Okay, how about exploring Montreal? Let's watch that video. All right, I'll be back in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes.
It's Saturday, March 15th, 2024. We're headed out to go back to the Basilica, where my wife is going to embark on an hour-long photo. I thought it was a photo tour where she would be taken around to be able to take pictures of stuff, but no, it's a photo tour where she's taken around and she herself is photographed, right? Yeah. So it's just some guy that's going to be going around for an hour taking pictures of my wife. and he's getting paid to do this. It actually feels warmer than it did when we were out earlier. I actually put a couple layers on thinking it was going to be colder than it is right now, so I'm a little overdressed. All right, my wife's back there, having met Fernando, the photographer. Whoa, shit, I'm going to die. So I'm going to head down to the downtown portion of the city and do some exploration. You know how we do it on this channel. You know how it is. See what kind of trouble we can get into. Oh, wait, I did have an idea. Instead of wandering aimlessly, I thought maybe what we could do is try to find a tattoo place and see if by some miracle, I don't have a lot of high hopes really, but see if by some miracle somebody can take us either today or tomorrow. Okay, there is one, Feringo Inc. I don't know why I said that with an accent, but I kind of want to go downtown. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to Anger Inc. Closes at 12 a.m. according to the internet. So it sounds, I mean, that sounds almost like a 24-hour tattoo shop. Like if you have a tattoo emergency at 10 o'clock at night, It sounds like Anger Inc. has you covered. Let's get going. We have to go up here and take a right. I know that much. And then somewhere on the other side of this building lies Anger Inc. Latki Transport. Oasis Immersion. That actually means modern museum. Now, I know it looks like English, but it actually translates directly to modern museum. French is tricky. You've got to be careful with those words. If not for the dirty piles of snow, this would be really reminiscent of Cape Town, except for all the French. I know you're going to hate me for saying this, but right now, I wouldn't mind a happy surprise of stumbling upon a McDonald's. Your boy's hungry. I haven't eaten since lunch, where I had a really delicious croissant. It might be stereotypical, but the French, they really know how to do a croissant. This is where we need to take a left, and then Anger Inc. should be down on the right. See how familiar I already am with Montreal? Or as I like to call it, Montreal. There it is, Anger Inc. We'll cross over, check it out. This reminds me a lot of Madrid, is what this is. I'm sorry if I keep saying, you know, this reminds me of this city or this other city or this other country. It's true though. Well, here it is. Let's go in. Again, you know. They didn't want me, they asked me not to record inside, and of course I'm gonna be respectful of that. But I did speak to an artist named Chris, and I told him I do YouTube, and would it be possible if I get tattooed to record it? You know, and I offered to just point the angle directly at me, and he suggested that how about we meet tomorrow at 11, because they open at 12, but he would come in at 11. Come there, we'd be the only ones in the shop, and then I could record all I want. So I said, sweet, good deal. And of course, in Canada, you will have Tim Hortons everywhere. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're gonna hate me. And you know why? You can see it right there. You can see the reason you're gonna hate me right here. All right, no. Even though it says McDonald's, I'm gonna walk past it. I'm gonna pretend like I don't see it. I'm gonna keep walking. After all, I'm gonna have dinner with my wife. All right, maybe we can, well, there's a Tim Hortons over there. Surely Tim Hortons has the equivalent of like a double cheeseburger I can get to go. I mean, at this point, I'm running out of time. We're gonna go to Tim Hortons. See, this is the thing. I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hot, I'm cold. Okay. Tim Hortons, the famous Canadian chain, looks kind of empty. Is this it?
All right, boys, I'm back.
All right, well, never mind that plan. I don't know, we might just starve at this point.
All right.
Ugh. Outdoor ice skating rink. Very
right,
reminiscent
boy.
of Oslo.
I'm also grabbing some toast and tea, fellas, back in 10. All right, it's mealtime for everybody. Not Sure says American croissants taste like bread. Man, that place I got those croissants at in Montreal. Oh, not the, but it was a croissant. It was a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant sandwich. Oh my God, it was so good. So good. So good. I'm going to be eating, so I apologize ahead of time. I forgot to cut my sandwich. God damn it. How can I be expected to eat a sandwich if I didn't cut it? All right. Let's put the music back on. I'm just going to try and do this without talking. got an animation. It's got controllers. I'm going to need Matthew's help on this. All right, animations. I can always delete the scenes later. Billing mode? What the hell is that? I want to see this. Furnished. I'm so sick of this. This pink shit. All right. Okay, so I want to look at material. Okay, so these should be the materials under that folder? No, there's more to it than that. Well, let's do this. Let's try converting them and see what happens. I mean, huh. That seemed to work pretty well. I mean, this is a nice little asset. Yeah. This is actually really nice. Okay. Not sure. It says I dislike wet bathrooms. What? I'm trying to wrap my head around that statement because bathrooms normally get wet. What? Not the entire bathroom, You don't know what a wet bathroom is? I mean, I know what a wet... Well, maybe I don't. Like, do you just mean a bathroom that's wet? Or does it mean something else, like a wet bar? Right? Because a wet bar doesn't mean that the bar is actually wet. I guess it can, but it means something else. So what is a wet bathroom? Is it... Does it have something to do with like how the shower's not separated or something like that? What is a wet bathroom? A fully waterproofed open concept bathroom where the shower is integrated into the main space, eliminating the need for a traditional shower enclosure. Ah, okay. Okay. So it's very European. It's a very... Actually, it's not... I wouldn't even say it's so European. It's very... I think I've seen it mostly in Europe, those type of designs. Matthew says, how have I come back to wet bathrooms? I downloaded this asset and I was walking around it looking at it. And it has a wet bathroom apparently, which I never knew was a term until Not Sure just educated me. So this is a wet bathroom where the shower is not integrated, or where the shower doesn't need a separate enclosure. Addie didn't know what a wet bathroom is. I didn't. I'd never heard that term. I inhaled that sandwich. I have thought. Okay. Let me finish this. This is a nice model, though. So, no, I had never heard the term wet bathroom before. I don't mind wet bathrooms. Now that I know what the term is, I don't mind them. And I think in some cases they do make sense. I will, this particular bathroom design, if we go back to the bathroom over here, what I think society, I guess it's mostly Western society. I think Western society, two things. One, we need to move away from having the shitter next to the shower or like in the same room. Like, I don't like that. It bothers me. Like, those are two fundamentally different things, each of which is important enough to deserve its own room. So, and I don't have a problem with putting the sink with the shitter. That's fine, right? So you could have your shower room, and then you have your shit room, which has a sink also. Like, that's fine. Separate the things like that. That's good. I get that. The other thing that I think society, as a whole, we really, really, really need to normalize closing the toilet lid when we flush. I find it, I have for years now, I have found it so disgusting when I go into a bathroom and the toilet lid is open, because I know that somebody either took a shit or a piss or both into the toilet and then without closing the toilet, flushed. So now all the water particles and all the shit particles and all the piss particles just go all over your bathroom. It is so, like, when you think about it too much, it is so disgusting. And either of you two, if you have an open, like if you look in your bathroom right now and that toilet lid is open, first, smack yourself because it shouldn't be. And then second, go close it right now. Go close it. Not that it matters because you've already flushed it while it was open. But at least maybe the next time you flush it, you'll think to close it first. Oh, and it drives me nuts. So my wife and I, we have separate bathrooms. And I very rarely use her bathroom. Every now and then I will, but I rarely use her bathroom. I mostly use mine. But I always know when she's used mine because I go in and the toilet seat is up and it grinds my gears. Oh, it grinds my gears. I can't stand it. And then and I swear, like, whenever I see like a bathroom selfie that somebody posted on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and I see, and it could be like the hottest girl with nice tits, a beautiful figure, perfect face, but if that lid is up, all I can think about is that girl is now just covered in shit mist. That's all I'm thinking. It's like she is just caked in mist shit or shit mist. Oh, no. Closed toilet. We have to normalize closing toilet lids before you flush. For the love of God, please close your toilet lid before you flush. Arturo, if you're still here and you need me to translate that into Spanish, I'm happy to. Necesita cerrar el lid del unador. Okay? I don't know what the word is for toilet lid in Spanish. I was going to say I don't remember, but I don't know if I ever knew it, if I'm being honest. Actually, that's a good one. Let's see. Toilet lid in Spanish. Is it cobija de toilet, cobija de unador? Inodoro, tapa, well, tapa is like towel. Tapa, that's weird. Whatever, close it. I don't care what it's called. Just fucking close it. Oh my God. Oh, and like my last girlfriend before my wife, I had my issues with her. Obviously, that's why she's an ex. But I will say one thing: she was a bit of a clean freak. And I remember kind of having a similar rant about toilet lids being open or whatever. And then she adopted my POV, my point of view on toilet lids being open. And after that day, she always closed the toilet lid. Her and I also had separate bathrooms, but whenever I would use her bathroom, the lid was closed. The lid was closed. And also, every woman is like, oh, you need to, put the toilet seat down. Put the toilet, because I can't be bothered to just go, oh, it's so difficult. Put the toilet seat down. So you put the lid down, and what that means is now everybody has to touch the fucking toilet lid to use the bathroom. That's equality, bitches. That's equality. Matthew says, get the governments involved. Fuck yes. I don't care about immigration or healthcare or World War III. I am going in 2028. I will vote for whatever president wants to sentence people to death for leaving the toilet lid open. Not Sure says, I keep it open to make sure the toilet. To make sure. Oh my God. Not Sure. You are triggering me tonight. I am so, oh my God. To make sure the toilet isn't clogged. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? So you can't tell it's clogged when you open it up to take a piss? Oh my God. I'm eating my cheesecake. I'm eating my cheesecake. I can't do this. I can't do this. I didn't even bring a fork. I'm just going to eat it with my hands. You know why? Because I know my hands are clean. And you know why I know they're clean? Because my toilet lid is closed. That's why. All right. That's enough. I'm done. All right. All right. Rant over. Rant is over. Let's get back to work. All right. So this is a really nice asset. I'm going to put it into the... What's going on? So, I kind of like these desert buildings, like being the little shanty town. I don't want to build it out a little bit more. Maybe I'll delete this block. The house, I don't know. I mean, you know, we're not married to anything. It's not like we can always go... We can always go back and change things. So, all right, so let's see. Buildings... There we go. This one. I'm not even deleting the cubes. I'm just going to make them invisible. I think I fixed my Git. There's no reason to clone the master, right? That's the... No, you want to clone master. Well, wait, what do you mean by... well, you want to clone the repo. So you don't clone a branch. You clone a repo. So I'm not sure what it is you're asking exactly. Cheese. I made this one time, and I've been meaning to make it again. I made goat cheese Oreo cheesecake, or Oreo goat cheesecake. Oh, so good. So good. I love goat cheese. I love Oreos, and I love cheesecake. It was so good. It was, and the best thing about it is it wasn't like super sweet. It was so good. I forked your repo, and I called it Not Sure Mods. Okay. Look. Okay, what do you mean you call like the branch you're working on? Is that what you're talking about? And as Not Sure, and as Matthew said, you don't need to fork it. I kind of would like to start enforcing the. I've thought, because I did that on a couple of other repos where I enforced, or yeah, I guess enforce is the way to say it. I required you to fork the repo, as opposed to just being able to open up a PR on a branch in the same repo. Yeah, I like Not Sure's. Actually, I prefer Not Sure's method better. Not sure. I thought that's how you told me to do it. I probably did. Honestly, I probably did. And I would prefer that you fork it. But I was asking mostly about when you were, so you clone my repo. So what you want to do is you want to clone the repo and make sure you have the latest version of it, you know, git pull, origin, master, or whatever it is, I guess it wouldn't be origin because origin would be your repo, but you want to branch from master. So I'm guessing that's what you meant when you said that, master. Yeah. So here, let me load up VS Code. I fucking love cheesecake. I do. I love cheesecake. You're gonna do git. Actually, I don't know that I ever forked from the command line. I don't even know how to fork from a command line. Fork my repo. Yeah. And then you would do what? Git clone URL to your fork. Git, come on. Check out -b my branch. Then when you're done, you're obviously going to do git add whatever it is. Git commit my changes get push origin my branch, and then open PR. Honestly, I've never even opened. I've never opened a PR through the command line. I don't know how to do it. You can look at my repo. Okay, I mean it looks pretty recent. So yeah, so Matthew, I'm at work, and I like this. I like this method. So at my job, like you have to do, we enforce forking the repos. Only certain people have permission to actually create branches on the master repo or in the master clone or whatever you want to call it. So we normally do it like the way that, and that's probably, and I'm pretty sure that's why I told Not Sure to do it that way, is like, yeah, fork it, branch, do your work on there, and then when you're ready, do a pull request. And I like that because it prevents pollution. I guess that's like one way to look at it, right? Is it prevents pollution of the master repo. If you have a particularly popular project, then your repo and everybody's just creating branches on there, you run the risk of stepping on each other's toes, and then you run the risk of like you're gonna just suddenly now you have 1,000 branches in your repo, and like, yeah, it's just that's why I think it's best to just have forks. But I don't think I don't enforce it on here. Oh, and we're going to change the name again. I'm changing the name again, by the way. Okay. Let's get back to this. What was that? That was called, what the fuck was this project called? Oh, Furnished Cabin. Oh my God. I got to figure out what I'm doing about, so Thanksgiving, I think we're going to go to Iceland, and then my wife's going to come home, and I'm going to stay in Iceland until like a day or two before Christmas. So that's my plan. Just stay in Iceland for November and December, come home, and then I'll probably stay home for like January and February. The past couple of years, I've been gone for January and February to colder, snowier places, but I think I'm going to stay home for January and February this year. But January and February, that's like kind of, in some sense, it's like the most depressing time of year for me because it is the furthest amount of time from winter. Even though you're in winter, I'm still thinking like, oh, this is the longest period of time until the following winter. That's literally why it's my least favorite time of year, even though it's simultaneously my favorite time of year. But actually, this is kind of my favorite time of year because winter's like right around the corner. It's weird. Okay. Okay. Furnished Cabin. Here we go. Easy prefabs. Okay, wait a minute. I thought I heard the ding. Okay, nobody sent a message. All right. Prefab. Well, where's the cabin? Where's the cabin itself? Sofa, shower. Let me just put a sofa right here. Okay, just put a sofa right there. Perfect. Okay, fridge. Okay, perfect. Okay, am I missing something? Okay, what is going on here? Basket, bathroom sink, bed, bedroom sofa, bedside table, building base. Is that it? That must be it. No, does that not have the stuff inside of it? No. No. It doesn't. Okay. So what we can do in that case is we can go back to the old scene, and I'm assuming we can just create a, let me see. Okay, let's save this. I don't know what I added the fridge and the sofa. Okay, let's go back to the other scene. Okay, so we go here, we go over here, and then go there. Okay, and then we go over here. Oh wait, that says prefab building full. Oh, that's right there. There was one below. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to where we were. I'm hearing the ding. But the last message I see is not sure saying you can look at my repo. Oh, we don't fork at work. Well, you should. Yeah, we also had a branch cleanup a while ago. People forget. That's why you do it. Addie, what cities in the U.S. are good for walking around? So if I don't want to do too much public transport after landing. Well, it depends on where you're staying. Like, I would say New York. Like, New York's good for walking around, obviously. But I would even say Washington, D.C. if you're downtown. Like, if you're staying in the heart of the city, Washington, D.C., New York City. Even Chicago's nice. Chicago, like, depends. If you want to go something that's a little less mainstream and safer, I would say Portland, Maine, or Burlington, Vermont. I love Burlington. Burlington, I think, is a great city. I love Burlington, but I also love Portland, Maine. I like Burlington, Vermont a little bit better. But then, like, Charleston, South Carolina is also very nice. It's a little too warm for me, but it is very nice. Madison, Wisconsin is very nice. You could talk to Lisa about Madison, Wisconsin. I believe she lives right outside of Madison. Yeah. So, like, do you have a trip planned, or are you just thinking in general, or, wait, you just want to land and walk around? Typically, you have to take a bus or train into the city. Right, exactly. So, but it all depends on, like, where you're staying, Matthew. I think New York, Washington sounds good too. San Francisco, I really want to go into Oregon for the forests. Oregon is beautiful. It's interesting. As somebody who lives on the East Coast, Oregon's huge. Like, everything in Oregon is just huge. It's huge. So you're thinking about just like doing well, first of all, I'm not saying that you're guilty of this, Matthew, but I know that, like, a lot of Europeans, I don't think they realize the size of the United States. They're like, oh yeah, no, we're going to land in New York, and then I thought we would drive down to Miami for the weekend, not realizing that it's about a 16-hour drive. So, just keep that in mind. So, like, when you say New York, Washington, Oregon, you got to realize that Oregon is like a 5-hour flight from Washington. Like, it's nearly as far as going from England to Washington to get from Washington to Oregon. So just keep that in mind. Matthew says, I definitely have multiple trips, but maybe take it easy on my first one. Oh, and then, I know. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. I know that, like, a lot of Europeans fall into that trap, not really realizing that the United States is a big fucking country. It's the third biggest in the world. I have to fly to London first for international flights. You do. So from London, you could come. So first, like, come to Washington. Not sure and I are here in Washington. You could visit us. We could have a video game conference, whatever that means. But yeah, so I would say, like, if you're gonna do a single trip, you could come to Washington, and then you could take, like, a bus up to New York, and then spend however long. Spend some time in Washington, spend some time in New York, and then go back home. You could easily kill, like, 2 weeks with that. You could not even so much time. You could also do it a little less time, right? But yeah, you could come and stay in Washington for like 3 or 4 days, and then go up to New York for like 4 days, and then go back home. And then I would do the West Coast as a separate trip. Right, that's where you go to San Francisco. Now, San Francisco to Oregon is going to be, I think, like an 8-hour drive. It's still a long drive from San Francisco to Oregon. So, I don't know. Okay, You can also stay at Not Shore's house, like, right? Like, that's what I'm doing, right? I mean, I haven't paid my mortgage in a few months, and once we get kicked out, my wife and my animals and I, we're headed to Not Shore's house, so we're staying there. So that's open for anybody. Okay, let's see. Okay, building full. Okay, all right. Obviously, okay. I think the scale of that's fine. Yeah, I'd go for a 2-week travel, I think. Just wonder how I'd get from A to B over large distances. Well, you got to figure out what A and B is first. But like I said, you could fly from London to D.C., hang out in D.C., and then take a bus up to New York, hang out in New York, and then fly home from New York. I think that's a perfect first trip. Okay, first of all, and second of all, you have to ignore what Not Shore just said about Vegas. You have to ignore that. Actually, I that's unfair of me to say. I've never been. I've actually never been to Vegas, but I don't really have any desire to go to Vegas. Okay, so I think the scale of this house is a little off. It's kind of like a tuk-tuk. No, not a tuk-tuk. A yurt. A yurt. It's kind of like, like those Mongolian houses that are like kind of like partially subterranean. Okay, and then we gotta spin it around a little bit. So let's see. Let's just kind of do this here. So let's see. If we rotate it, that's on the y-axis, I guess. And it would it be negative 90? No, not. Whoa. 90. Well, that's weird. Why is everything not getting turned? Okay, maybe I need to... Let me just stop the game. Let me try it without that. Okay, so let's see. Let's go over here. Okay, that's weird that the doors didn't get turned when I was playing it. Okay, let's go back into the game. Laughing my ass off. That's tiny. Trains are big in the East Coast. Travel between Boston to DC. You could, but honestly, I feel like the thing about the difference between train and bus transportation is that the train is going to cost you. It's going to cost you nearly as much as a plane ticket, and it's going to take almost as long as a bus. Like I think like if you're going from like DC to New York, I don't think a train ticket's worth it. If you're going to Boston, yeah. We basically have one major train and then some smaller regional trains. Yeah, Amtrak. I want to go to Vegas, but I think it's mainly to say I've been to Vegas. But I'd also like to travel in the desert, see some canyons. Well, then you're going to need to rent a car. See some canyons, Death Valley, Area 51. Matthew says, oh, really? Trains are pretty nice. Cheap here if you book in advance. They're not cheap here. They're not cheap here. And they're not that great. Train transportation is not that great here. I mean, on the East Coast, it's like between Washington and Boston, it's good, but outside of that, it's terrible. Although I've seen videos and I've known a few people that have taken trains across America, and it's not that bad. I wouldn't mind doing that. Okay, let me see. Come over here. Let's see how much bigger this needs to be. 2? Okay, I'm not going to be able to do it during runtime because only certain things are affected by the transform. I don't know why. And Matthew can't explain why, so, he's useless. Okay, so let's see. We got that. We'll do this, and we'll do this. I feel like it's still going to need to be bigger. I guess I could bring the player object over here. That would help us a little bit. Let me see. Player. Okay, actually 2 might be perfect. Do you have access to the imported FBX file? They also come with a converted scale. I prefer modifying that than the transform scales. Yeah, I do. Let me see. Okay, so this is probably fine, but is there anything that says door? I just want to find the front door, and then I want to remove it. Okay, it's probably going to be under building base. Double door. There we go. Okay, let's turn those off. And then we can go inside. Did I just walk through the wall? Okay, not really. I think it needs to be a hair bigger. Maybe it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so 2 is what it would be. So this is how I've been doing it. So I figure out what the scale is I want to change. Easy, easy. Okay. So the double doors are still active, and then I go to the prefab, and then I just do it there. Now I don't know if this makes sense or not, but it works. And then now I got to go back to the scene, delete that. Oh, maybe I don't have to delete that one. I don't know. So this building full should say, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, so let's delete this. And then let's bring this back in. Oh, no. Bring it over here. Okay, and that looks right size. And then the rotation would be 90? Yeah. Okay, so that is how I did the other things. That's basically what I did. Is I just figured it. I figured it out what I wanted it to be, and then I modified the prefab. Now, I don't know if that makes sense. So you're saying modify the FBX file. Is that the mesh? Would that make sense to be under mesh? Building. Yes, building. That says .fbx. Okay. So building. Okay. So that's the FBX. Oh, wait. So where would I modify it? Scale factor. Okay. Ah. Oh. Ooh. Well, if I do it now. All right. I'll remember that next time. We'll start doing that. We'll start doing that. I mean, it does the same thing essentially, so it's up to you, but I prefer my scales to be 111 in Unity. I would like them to be 111 in Unity. Okay, so let's do it like that then. Okay, so we go there. And then we go back to the prefabs, and now we go up to here. Okay, I want to save that. Save. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And so then I can do 1. Oh, not 11. Not 11. 1. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's the prefab, so that should be good. And then, okay, and then it looks fine. Okay, perfect. And it says 111. Excellent. Okay. All right. All right, now I'm as fancy as Matthew. Okay, cool. All right, cut that over there. Okay, easy. All right, put that there. I'm going to get going in a second, boys. I'm going to go walk the dog, hang out with the wife a little bit. Okay, I think this is good. Okay. These are cool too. I see you and Matthew are just over there being buddies. Let me see. I went in on this conversation. Not sure she's going all crazy. Like, oh, you got to go to Utah and go rock climbing. And then, oh, have you ever done freestyle rock climbing? Like, I mean, you got to do freestyle rock climbing with no... And then, oh, shit. God damn it, I removed the doors on the prefab. Mother effer. Double door. Wait, I didn't, though. Why isn't there a collapse all? Or is there? Like that has been driving me nuts that there's no collapse all or expand all. Like it's such a basic thing to have on a tree control. Like why doesn't it exist? Like why like explain that to me. It's a little infuriating. Bedside table, pantry. Alt left arrow. Oh, fine. Fine, be that way. Well, they still need it in the UI. They needed it. They need to put it in the UI. Okay, what happened to the front doors? Building base. They were double doors. Did I screw the model up somehow? Because look, those double doors. What did I do? What did I do? All right, I have an idea. I have an idea. I know how we're going to fix this. I know what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to remove asset from project. Yes. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. All of those things are gone. Oh, come on. Oh, so what you're saying, Matthew, is that you're fancy schmancy. I like to edit the FBX file because, you know, I want my skills to all be one. You know, I like to edit the scale factor. That's what you're saying, and it screwed my model up. Okay, good going there. Good going. Let me see here. Import into project. I'm getting a project that's currently open error. Well, it's probably because it's already open. Have you considered that? All right, let me see. All right. So I don't know what this resources billing mode.json file is. I'm not going to import the scenes. And then I think everything else... Oh, wait. I don't know if I need these scripts. I think the scripts are probably for that scene. Actually, I will import the scene just so I can use it as a reference for now. Okay, import. I like to edit the FBX file, but you crass Americans, feel free to edit the prefab. Yeah, that's what that was. That's what happened there. Okay, let me see. I'm going back. I'm gonna. Oh shit! I gotta redo all the materials again. Although there weren't a lot to do, there were just a handful. meshes, materials. And then there was another one somewhere else. Let me see. Edit, rendering, materials, convert, proceed. Okay, perfect. Okay, no, there wasn't. Okay. Now, I don't... All right, let's try it Matthew's way again. So, okay. Okay, the doors stayed on. Okay. Easy. All right. Okay, I want to save it. Okay. And then I want to do this. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Now... No, not scale. Not scale. Rotation. The doors are gone. The doors are gone. The doors are gone. As a matter of fact, a lot of the model is gone. All right. So that screwed everything up. So I should have stuck to something that I've been living by my entire life, which is never trust the English, never trust the British. But I did, and now it's come back to haunt me. All right, let me go back to the meshes. Let me change this. No, not that. Let me change this one back to 1, scale factor 1. And then I need to do it my way because that way worked. The way I originally did it worked just fine. All right, so let me see. I go to prefabs, and I'm going to go to building base. 2, 2, 2. Look, I still see doors. Okay, now let's go back to the scene. Now, that was building base I modified. Let's add... That doesn't look right. All right, so let's try modifying. I thought that building full must use the building base prefab, but I guess it does not. Maybe that was the issue to begin with. Maybe that was the... No, because there was only one building thing. Okay, we're just going to do it this way. Somebody ban Matthew. Absolutely. It's all the sub-modules. What the fuck is wrong with that asset? Did they model it at a different scale? No, it's just a small scale. I'm just trying to get it to work at my scale, and it's not working. And now it works just fine that I did it the way that I originally wanted to do it until Matthew was like, I have a better way. And then, of course, his way didn't work. So this is why we declared independence 250 years ago. So, you know. All right. 1775, 220. Yeah, 250. Okay. We scaled the exterior, but we'd also need to apply the same scale to the models inside the house. I mean, that makes sense. So I'm just going to do it to the prefab. Okay, there we go. I'm just trying to create a little neighborhood here. Just trying to create a little residential area for people to live. All right. I don't know if we have room to create it. No, we don't have room for a fourth house. So let me just space these out evenly. Ooh, boy. Okay. You have your character, what, 1.8 meters? Yes. But at this point, scaling the prefab is a lot quicker. It is. It's quicker. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. Oh yeah, I still have that crazy day-night cycle. I feel like I haven't turned something back on. Let me see. Volumetric fog is on there. The day-night controller is on. If I go here to lighting, well, it wasn't lighting. What was it then? Is it general? No, it wasn't general. What? Where? Wait. Rendering, then lighting. There we go. Environment. Okay. Fog is on. I feel like the fog. I feel like I've changed something, and I don't remember what I've changed. And now it's not working like I thought it would. Okay, let's change this back to, let's say 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 600 seconds. See how easy that was? If I'd done it with Matthew's variable, where I want a 10-minute day-night cycle, I'd be like, okay, well, first I had to take the derivative of pi, square that by the power of e to the second, and like it would have been this whole like calculus thing. Like it would have required like an advanced degree in mathematics. Whereas this variable is very simple and straightforward. I'm just shitting on both you guys tonight. I feel like I'm just like being an asshole tonight. Sorry. Yeah, this is definitely something's definitely different. Maybe not. Maybe not. Houses do feel kind of small, but they're just small houses. I mean, you look at that scale looks fine. So, I think we'll start with programming tomorrow night. Oh, in case you didn't notice, I did remove the NPCs. Something is definitely different, and I don't know what it is. Okay, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to prove it. Let's check this code in. Okay. Okay, so this is just all the new assets. All right, and I'm going to get some warning probably. Yes. Adding more building assets. Okay. Now let's check that in. And then what I want to do is once this completes is I want to go back a couple commits and see if I'm making this up. Okay, so I think if I go, let me see, maybe here. So I think that was that before, that might have been before Matthew, no. Oh, wait, clarifying Matthew's confusing property name. Okay, so let me see. Okay, reload. Okay, that looks more or less the same. Okay. This was Matthew's commit. So let's go one before that. Oh, it's a beautiful evening. I'm going to walk my dog. All right, let me look at this. Let me prove Matthew wrong. And then, okay. All right, maybe I'm just making this up. I just feel like it was a lot darker. Well, that's definitely not it. No, that's definitely not it. I don't know. Maybe I might be making that up. I might be making this up. Let me see. If I go back to Matthew's initial commit, let's see. All right, this is the last thing I'm testing out, and then I'm definitely signing off. I'm gonna get out there and walk my dog. It looks pretty out there. I'll be so happy when fall actually fucking starts. I'm going to see how many trees I can add with my new graphics card. What did you get? Did you get that the RTX something? I'm suddenly like really tired. I think it's just the sun fog intensity throwing you off. Okay, this. See how much darker that is? I think I screwed something up because this is math. Well, there's no fog. Like, there's, like, clearly no fog. Well, I guess there is fog. All right. All right. I'll fool with that later on. All right, boys. Well, thanks for stopping by. As always, it's fun having you here. I expect to see you both here tomorrow night in about 24 hours and 13 minutes, all right? Set a timer on your clock or on your phone. Set that timer. Set an alarm. Arturo, I'm glad you're still here as well. I expect to see you here as well in 24 hours and 13 minutes tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. I'll be here. Will you? All right. Have a great night. I'll